Synchronistic time is an interesting thing. You can have poetry as you're walking by someone. Like last night when I happened to come across a friend and she was about to go into a reading, and I attended as well about 10 minutes later, still in my work clothes, and spat out some beautiful prose that had just been regurgitating around in my head for the last couple of days before that. Tonight I'll do a similar one to that. But following Kim, you had a couple of Bible verses that you spat out in front of your poems. I don't think I've ever done that before. Till now. I will give the rains of your land in its season, the former rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather corn and thy wine and thine oil. And I will give grass in thy fields for thy cattle, and thou shalt eat and be satisfied. Deuteronomy 11, 14, 15. And I'll choose to spit that one out because after picking up his book last night, that was the introduction to Philip Terman's The Torah Garden. And before he read from it, I grabbed the only poem I had in my car, aside from the one that was regurgitating in my head. And I grabbed a Christmas card from a month or two ago and read Dark and Light Pulse. The harsh imprisonment of ice embraces the relaxation of night, laying to rest the bonds of darkness, the irony of flame in the lack of sunshine. Passion's alive and anger's dead. Santa's sleigh brings 12 days of reflection. Present gifts, expressions, confections of thanks. The plague of beauty which holds us in till spring turns to summer. The mirror of day whence we live again. In light we pray. And since those days at Christmas time, I've been awaiting patiently for a season of ice, which this year is taking more time and perhaps not remembering to awaken. The closest I seem to get is a flurry of flakes falling and melting, or some freshly fallen snow in the morning, clinging to delicate twigs and branches on trees already budding. There's poetry and imagery. The eyes drink. Bubbles of carbon tornadoing the glass. Sun setting as we copulate. Eyes on nipples before the waves. Tides meshing the broken concrete. Irony still. Dead deer lies nearly mummified by the road. Just before dusk I spied it. She was a zombie, hair ruffled like a coyote, eyes void and welded shut, mouth agape. She was a thoroughfare, as she sucked no air, a petrified being, stagnant. On a rapid landscape, she lay with grace.